Oswald Bey, bakar mısınız?
Thank you for heeding me, Eivor. I know the worth of such a gesture. All this is like a dream.
But you're not asleep.
Well fought, the both of you.
You came as well, old friend.
If I'd known you were still alive, I would have stayed in Norwich.
Look around you. A happy occasion and a glorious victory.
And soon, something more grand to take place. Our wedding, my love. If you will still have me, that is.
And why would I not?
I fought poorly. I melted under the heat and anger of that brute. And I never...
Oswald, stop. You fought with all your heart and soul. That's all you need ever do.
Come then. We have much to prepare for.
A bride to wed and a kingdom to lead. What some men wouldn't give for such things.
Countless men have died for them. And you, Finir? Are you jealous of such things?
Hardly.
Finer.
My heart is afire, but my body aches.
Benim
I
arkadaşlar.
desire only a long nap.
I saw a bale of hay back there.
Later, Abel. For now, I must see to the wounded.
Then I will see you at the wedding.
Aye, of course you will.
Düğünde ufaklarını kapışıyorduk galiba.
I should return to Elmenham. Oswald's wedding will soon begin. I should return to Elmenham. Oswald's wedding will soon begin.
Tamam, döneceğiz. Aa, içerideymiş lan, yanlış yere gelmişim. Bana içine girmem gerekiyormuş orada. Oo. Ya kaçar bende böyle şeyler ya. Okey, nikelmiş onlar. Oha, okey. Nickel.
Wedding preparations in full bloom.
Bayağı çeklenmiş. Titanyum, oha. Titanyum işleyemez bu barbarlar.
Come, the wedding is soon to start. How grand.
Domuz gidiyor ya.
Beautiful and worthy celebration, my lord.
Thank you. May this feast set a spirit just like you to keep a king waiting at his own wedding.
Yet I arrived in the end.
A part of me worried you wouldn't.
I told you I would see you crowned, and now here we are.
Without you, I'd be dead. Another wasted hope for East Anglia.
Kadın çekilsene, bakıyorsun öyle ya, aramıza girdin.
You look good, Oswald. Like a man about to marry a more powerful woman.
Do I? Because I'm nervous as hell.
Of all the battles a man can fight, the war against himself is the hardest to win.
Hadi oğlum, çanlar çalıyor. Git karını al. Domuzlar geziyor ya. Kiliseye başta domuz geziyor ya. Oink oink yapıyorlar. Aa, geldi kadın. Güzel olmuş. Yarıda hazırlık. Konuşmuyorlar. Ciddiysiz galiba onlar. Şarap koyuyor alnına. Nasıl bir ritüel? Bizsent'te var mı öyle bir şey? Yok. Pagan mısınız oğlum siz yoksa?
I hereby name you man and wife. And as man and wife, I name you
King and Queen.
Oswald of Elmenham, first of his name, the rightful king of East Anglia, with his lady Valdis, soul, fist, and beauty of this land.
Kadın şaşırır tabii. Kuzeyde yok böyle nezaket. Orada herkes barbar.
You've done it, steward. A king now sits on the throne of East Anglia.
Don't leave yourself out of this song. We did it together.
Back to your dreams, then, of fire and Helheim.
I lost my way some time ago. Hard to say when. I don't want to be here. I never did. This was Halfdan's dream. He ordered me to see it through. In my dreams, I'm sailing, remember? Wind in my beard, salt on my lips. I want that life again.
Yaşlandı
Whether
artık
or
otur
not
oturun
I
yerde.
find it, only time will tell. Until then, let us feast, drink, and forget our pain!
Eivor! Care for a chap?
Hadi içelim madem.
Eivor!
Sakallı.
Wolf-kissed. Gaze upon my pots. They stand so strong. Unbreakable at this distance, no?
They are not, Brothir. My arrows shatter whatever target they strike.
Even after draining so much meat, succeed and you shall be rewarded.
Keep your eyes open long enough to witness this, you drunken lout.
Hadi bakalım. Oha çarpıldı mı efendim?
She stormed Wolf, rocked through it to his knees, and let Oswald hold him to
Başlayınız.
trial.
Hadi.
I could hardly believe my ears either.
Yes, that's it! As with everything, an easy task for the wolf-kissed.
Çok ucundan mı kazandım galiba?
Barely a challenge.
Impressive, impressive. Here as promised. Now go enjoy the party.
Thank you. Oha fena sürpriz.
Skål, Eivor! Let's have a drink.
Your fist is without ale. Let us address that.
Surely a special kind of metal is required for drinking before the new king?
A metal not unlike your own.
To Odin and his endless glories!
And
Hadi
the
bakalım.
new king of East Anglia. May his reign be long
Eller
and good.
kalıp halinde. Bardak yok ellerinde.
Not bad, Wolf-kissed. I wager you couldn't drink more than me if you tried.
Hadi gel
A
içelim
fool's
koçum.
wager.
A challenge nonetheless. What say you?
I will drink you under the table.
Confident, are you? Let us see how you fare against the ale beast of East Anglia. And we'll make it interesting. Put your silver where your mouth is. What say you?
I accept.
Bizim sıkıntı yok ya, alırız parasını buluruz.
Yes, to celebrate.
Hadi bakalım.
Skål!
Nasıl içiyorduk unuttum.
Hele och att äventyr får se
Oo, fena içtim valla. Erken çıktım. Bizimki daha hızlı içiyor. Da. Yeah. Aa. Aa.
This ale is
Kazandı.
strong, Brodir.
Hayvan
I
gibisin
am
ayı.
stronger. Better luck next time, wolf-kissed. Now, you owe me some silver.
Fine, take it.
Aa, hayvan. Bir yemek ye, kendine gel, miden boşmuş işte.
The boar represents fertility. Did you know that?
As does Freya. What's your point?
You impress me, Eivor. Your battle wisdom, your strength of character, skilled in so many ways. Yet I wonder, is there any skill of mine that I could impress upon you?
Even a fool has something to teach, whether they are aware of the lesson or not.
Hey, hey. But I could show you how to wield my plow sword.
Be plain about it, Stiffspear. You want to lay with me, is that it?
Vereceğim adama.
Will you follow me? To a place more comfortable?
Oha, herife vereceğim ya.
A good plow sword is a rare thing.
Oha. Ulan kadın olsaydım iyiydi ya, adam. Hop, gençler ne yapıyoruz lan? Ayıp lan. Vikinglere gel. Oha, iğrenç. Sakallı. Kaybol lan. İyi. Neyse.
God.
Kim kime yapıyor şu an mesela? Allah'tan siyah beyaz.
That's worth a verse or two in some skald song. I'll remember that for all time, Eivor.
I shall as well, Brodir.
Bruthir?
Bana bırakır mı?
I'm not Bruthir.
Aha,
Burry's balls. You thought I was my brother?
sıçtık. No,
To
no,
be
no.
honest, I didn't think at all.
Ha siktir ya. Diyordu zaten Brodur diye.
Behold! All I hear is Bruthir this and Bruthir that.
Ha, Broder işte bu. Salak, isimleriniz hepsi aynı zaten. Ne bok yiyeceğim ben?
Eivor, Eivor! Some sweet wine for a sweet swine? Come join me! The Saxon god wanders
Finnish.
somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say he moves with mystery.
Look, the moon. It moves untroubled now. But one day it will be eaten by a giant wolf and the nights will be black forevermore.
Are you all right?
I've tasted glory once again. And it was good.
I'm glad to hear it. Now,
I always felt like Skull, hot, chasing and
trying to fulfill Halfdan's wishes. But now I've caught my sun and moon. I've got them and
Düşeceğim oğlum, düşeceğim.
I don't know.
You can let them go. Sail to a further shore.
My longship's in Valhalla. Don't you remember? Fire starter.
Come on. Let's get you to solid ground.
Everything's spinny.
Aşağı atacağım adamı şimdi.
You're very strong.
You're very large.
Vah. Düştü.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had one last glory. I should be happy. I am happy. Thank you.
It need not be the last.
Not the last.
Bayıldı herif Alper'den. İşi geçti burada.
Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It's been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I'm ready to hear you address your kingdom.
Good. Come, join me. Friends, honored guests, we've pushed through hard times. It seems like all we've known is loss and suffering. But it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now, in all of you, Dane and Saxon alike.
Eyvallah.
To our future.
Still a bit soft on insults, but the king has courage.
And to Eivor, without whom none of this would have been possible.
Başörtüm de hazır hala.
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
Söylettirmeyin ya. Listen guys.
Oswald, you would not have been my first choice as king, nor my second. I thought you weak, bendable, without resolve. But not all men are as they first appear. I came to see that Oswald's heart is amongst the largest I've ever known. He is sturdy, he has wisdom, and he has courage. All qualities of a man worthy to be king. He is the king East Anglia deserves, and the king you need. To the good King Oswald!
To Oswald!
Skull!
Skull!
Score! Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom. Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all.
Arkadan biri geliyor.
The sheep you left to guard me have been shorn.
Oswald! King of sheep fuckers! Show your eyes!
Karşıda duruyor zaten.
I challenge you.
Suratsız herif.
I accept.
Oswald is king, and a king must have a champion. I will fight in his stead.
He challenged me, Eivor.
Your fight is bigger than this, Lord. You must rebuild East Anglia plank by plank, and a dead king cannot keep his oaths. Let me finish this.
Oswald, you gutless Irish swine!
I'll slay the wolf-kissed, then hang you with your own tongue.
Göreceğiz bakalım koçum. Sümüklü böcek.
You, always getting in the way!
Oha. Vuramayacak bana halbuki. O. Neyse sıkıntı yok.
East Anglia can burn for all I care!
Gel gel. Bam. Zerledim seni zaten artık. Mal ya.
I wish it had not come to this. So much death, so much anger.
What's done is done.
Don't forget.
You're leaving now.
I should. Your wedding should be a day of peace and happiness. Today I lack both.
Eivor, you've done East Anglia a great service. I promised you an alliance, and now you have it.
And one day, I will need you to make good on that alliance. I should find Finir. Say goodbye before I leave.
Yeah. Böyle geğiriyor hayvanlar ya.
Ah, greetings, Eivor.
Kadın çıktı ya.
You're missing the
I'll let you check it.
festivities.
I've had my fill.
It's as much yours as it is Oswald's.
I was a crumbling man, Eivor. Before all this, I thought I'd die a tired old failure. But now, my heart burns bright with newfound fire. I want to live hard, die fierce.
Glory cares not for age, Finir. Sail with me. My ship could always use a wise head and a strong axe.
Aynen gel benimle takıl.
Together,
Together.
I'll gather my things.
Çabuk. Güzel. Säkert. Oo, çok iyi. Hep 2 tane veriyor zaten.
It seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Aynen. Helheim, cehennem. Haberin olmuş mu dediler?
You seem sad, Gunnar.
I am. Sven was a good friend to me over the years.
Was?
Ne oldu?
What do you mean?
Oh no, Eivor. You've been away. Sorry to say. Sven passed away not 2 nights ago in his sleep.
Oha.
No. How is Tovi?
Taking it hard, very hard. You ought to go and have a word with her. Far as I know, she's barely left his grave. Anyhow, you probably need something, yeah?
konuşun tavayla.
What have you got for me today?
All my pieces are good, but that one's very good.
Okey, güzel.
Thank you for trusting these hands with your gear.
No problem. Ama bitti, başka şey yapamıyorum hep bana. Nikel lazım anlaşılan.
I can get you that one easy.
Bunları güncellemek biliyorsun zaten. Bir tane nikelle. Yani öyle yapalım madem.
Worthy of the gods.
Okey. Bunları demir lazım zaten. Bunları çok kullanmıyorum. Baktığımda. Right bow yapabilirim. Yok ama şu ekiplerde şunu.
You are look.
I have to go. See you soon.
May they sing of your deep.
Skill'e gelelim. Skill basalım.
Go, Sunan.
Şu arkada bir şey daha var ya. Yok, alamamışız hala. Şimdi supply bulsam işte 2 tane yapabileceğim. Yok, template çok yok.
Push me any further, Holger, and I will make you eat that wretched hand.
Rowan, Holger.
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
No, beni bırakma ya.
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly, what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan.
Now, Holger.
Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom to make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed.
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifer's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting?
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day.
Good day.
That Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon.
Aldık orayı da. 2 bölge daha kaldı.
Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Svend passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
Yes, I'd heard. The poor man. I wish I could have spent more time with him before the end.
I think we all wish that. Tovi most of all.
Third. Kar yağız orada. Aynen. Var galiba.
I knew him.
Şey koşarlar zaten pavilyon bile. Hava fyllt. Liquor Claimers. Road to Sleep diyor. Okey. O zaman burada bu bölümü bitiriyoruz. Devam edeceğiz.